Εξομολογήστε τον Κύριο διαγρατός, αλληλούια, ότι στον αιώνα το έλεος αυτού, αλληλούια.
How are you asking us where the original versions are?
You said
that's the point we're trying to make to you. There is no original version of your
So what is this Injil and Torah the Quran's talking about?
You don't have it anymore. You lot don't have it.
Prove that.
Prove it, yes.
What do you mean prove that?
Prove that. Prove that we don't have it.
What Bible
Prove
do
it.
you use?
Prove it.
Sorry? So every Bible has 27 books in the New Testament. Can you prove to me that when the Quran says the Injil, it is referencing something other than that? Every Bible has 27 books in the New Testament, from Mark to Revelation. Everyone does. Now, can you prove to me that when the Quran mentions the word Injil, it is referring to something other than Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John?
Again, you can't take things that are
All right.
out of like it's just been modeled up.
Sit on that for a while and give it back to me.
Why did you answer that, bro? Why did you answer that, bro? You started very quiet.
I'm more interested in this. I'll come back to him.
No worries. Take your time.
I want to have a conversation about the camera. I don't feel like everyone's like.
I asked him to prove something to me. So we hold that the New Testament contains 27 books in all traditions. You won't find any discrepancy in any
By the way,
tradition.
sorry, what's your premise? Are you a Christian?
I'm a Christian.
Okay. So you believe in
Now,
Trinity?
of course. Now, when the Quran speaks about the Injil, I asked your friend to prove to me that when the Injil is mentioned, that it is talking about something.
Because those are accounts, all right? That's not the actual.
Wait. Bro,
That's why I didn't
wait.
answer.
I'm
But
in
we
a
can move
dialogue.
on.
Wait, come on, man.
I asked your friend to prove to me that. Oh, you done?
Wait.
Okay. I asked your friend to prove to me that when it mentions the word Injil, it is talking about something other than Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Other than.
Other than, yes. Because the claim is that we don't have it. And we're saying that we do. It's called Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, accounts of the gospel. So, sorry? Yeah. So obviously the word Injil supposedly comes from the Greek evangelion, which basically means the good news.
Are you basically saying that the Quran is stating the full books when it's talking about the Injil?
Yes, it can be anything but.
So where's your proof for that?
The fact that at times the Quran quotes bits of the New Testament in the first place. It quotes bits of Matthew, it quotes bits of James, it quotes bits of even Paul's letters. But the fact that it is something that is tied to the revelation that Jesus gives, which historically, before the advent of Islam, is accepted widely across the Christian world as being what is held within Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. So historically, there's a standard there that this Injil that was given to Jesus or that he taught has already been inscribed for us, and then we have it with us. And the Quran seems to allude to this because it says
I
things
won't
like...
disagree with you, to be fair. Sorry to cut you. The Quran does confirm the message, but the actual books, I don't agree with you there.
Well, then you'd have to show me what other alternative there could be than Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Why does it have to be alternative?
Well, so you're saying to me that it is not what we have.
I'm not like trying to discredit your Bibles or anything.
No. Again, you're saying that what the Quran is mentioning is other than Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. So what is it?
Not other than. So it could be like, okay, this is my opinion, yeah? So
Is
it
that the
could be-
Quran's opinion?
Huh?
Is that the Quran's opinion?
No, because obviously when we look at the Quran, we go to scholars. You see what
Okay.
I'm saying? So
I can show you some scholars that quote the Bible as being authoritative. For example, I can show
Let me
you.
finish my point.
Okay.
So, what I was saying about how the Quran confirms the message, it doesn't necessarily mean what's written in the textbooks. Does that make sense? So, whatever is truthful that comes from the Bible that aligns with the Quran, I will happily take and be like, yeah, that's certain. Do you know what I mean? But for me, my premise is that I was asking the other brother, how can you take 4 different Bibles at once when they all have contradictions in them? One will be saying this.
They
another
don't
thing
have
will be-
contradictions.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Different. They don't have contradictions. First of all,
They don't?
They don't. just different ways of saying.
Are you positive about that?
I'm positive about that.
Why do you say that?
Because the Bible is inspired by God, and I hold that anything that you might view as
I get that. No, I get that. It's a belief thing. But
no.
Objectively, why do you believe it's
Secondly, the second reason that I was going to say, one, it's inspired by God. That is a belief claim. Secondly, anything that you might see as an apparent contradiction can simply be explained by further reading all the text itself. So, any supposed contradiction that you may come across is just due to an incorrect reading of what the text says.
Can you explain
because
to me?
unlike the Quran, there's context within the text of the Bible itself. So you can find the answer for what you're looking for without needing necessarily to escape into a different source.
So the Bible explained the Bible.
The Bible has enough context behind it to substantiate claims made before and after certain verses.
Yeah.
Certainly you can jump outside and compare it to text of its day, writings of fathers, different things for more substantial theological understandings.
Yeah.
However, the context is there within itself. Often I find in the Quran that you can read a story that is similar to what's in the Bible, but it's very lacking in context. And in fact, some of your medieval scholars, like Ibn Kathir, for example, would go to the Bible to fill in the gaps.
Okay.
I can show you examples of
To that with no evidence.
No.
I can show you.
No.
Okay, so real quick, go to Surah 38, Surah Sad, and go to Ayah 50, and read me from that point on. Surah 38, Surah Sad, and I think read from, Ayah 50, but directly if you
What am I reading?
you're reading a story of David being encountered by two people that have a dispute. And what?
You said the Bible.
Yes.
That's the context of that story.
Yes. And in fact, I can even show you your own scholars referring to the Bible to complete it.
I can't lie. What you're talking about with him, it doesn't align with
That's fine. He can take what I said. I can do two things at once.
No, because can you explain to me? Because I mentioned that there's contradictions in the Bible, right?
Yes.
And you said there's completely none.
Yes.
All right. Can you tell me about there's a chapter about the other brother where is it Judas in one passage he was hanged, and the other one he fell on his face and his stomach came out.
Yep.
That's a contradiction.
It wouldn't be because he was hung and then fell. Simple.
According to you.
Yes. So you simply what is being told, there's two accounts of the same death.
According to who?
Sorry?
According to you.
So both accounts are describing different moments of his death.
How do you know that?
Because they are not. So in both occurrences, he's hung. In simply one, he falls over and his gospel out.
Fine, but how do you know they're two different time periods?
Because one of them is describing an event that wouldn't occur. For example, when a body has been hung for a certain period of time.
No, you're not understanding my question. Sorry.
When a body has been hung for a certain period of time,
you're making an assumption
the gases inside of the body will cause the body to swell and the flesh will begin to rot. So that would explain how he would fall down.
Okay, my question
and
is
have
how
his
do you know
gospel
that that's,
open.
how do you know that that's the situation? How do you know that's the situation that happened?
Because chronologically, you can't fall.
Chronologically from who? Who studied this? Who actually looked into this?
Because you can simply read the very text itself and see that you cannot fall down if you haven't been hung yet.
No,
Simple as that.
What we as Muslims don't do, we don't just make up some scenario.
Yes, you do.
No, we don't. Bro.
Yes, you do.
No, we don't.
I can show it to you very easily.
I don't. I don't. Appreciate it. No, I don't. Innit? Fine.
Like the three times in the Quran that it tells you the story of Moses at the burning bush, and every single time the details are different. Allah says something different. Moses says different. Yeah, Surah 20, 28, and 27.
Bro, that's a different topic.
Same thing. Every single time Allah says something different to what he says in the previous chapter.
And it actually,
but it's still occurs.
contradiction, isn't it?
Yes.
So it's a completely different.
Yep.
It says completely contradicts what the first statement said. What's your name, by the way?
David.
So a contradiction would be David is black, and then in another verse David was white. Then
So
in another one, David was
effectively,
Chinese.
statements that oppose each other. Yes, that can be true at the same time. Yeah, sure.
So when, as a Muslim,
Yep.
we look to the Quran and Sunnah, right, and then the scholars. I'm not gonna make up
Okay,
something.
then we could do the same thing too.
You haven't though.
I'm
You've
just telling.
made made up a scenario in your head of what could have happened.
No,
Right?
yes, exactly.
You didn't
because
quote me no scholars. You didn't quote anyone
even if
that
I
looked
called
into
you
it.
a scholar, how do you if I was lying on us?
I'll search it up, bro.
Really?
And if you're lying, that explains your character.
Okay. Then look up the fathers. Look up the fathers of. Look up. No, that's fine. Look up the fathers' exegesis on Jesus' death. Go ahead, look it up.
No. What do you
Look
mean?
it up.
Look up what?
Look up the father's exegesis on Jesus' death. So look it up.
Who's it by?
You can look at a range of fathers. Probably like Irenaeus will probably talk about.
Look, respectfully, I don't want to go to someone I can chat to on the street. Give me some credible like knowledge, some scholars that have actually got years of.
Look up the fathers.
Bro,
Simple.
I don't know. These are your scholars.
No. Literally, go on Google.
I don't know if
type
I'm
in
picking the right one.
fathers. No, don't worry. All the fathers are legit. Don't worry.
fathers are legit.
They're all legit, man. Type of fathers exegesis of Jesus' death. Same thing.
Can I ask you a question?
He was hung first, and then he fell down afterwards after he had died and decomposed.
Genuinely, hand on heart, yeah. Are you a sincere person?
Sorry?
Are you a sincere person? Hand on
Always,
heart.
man.
Are you sure?
Now you know what that means, right?
Yeah.
What does sincere mean?
What does sincere mean?
Yeah,
Honest,
because
bro.
you honest, good. Okay, carry on.
Bro, honest. You like keep it 100, innit?
Keep it a super 100. What we
Yeah.
doing?
So, but obviously you said that there's no contradictions.
No
And
contradictions.
I'm finding a bit of shaky there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you would have to prove that what is being told there are two opposing statements. They are not.
All right, fine.
They're complementary.
But that was my question to you. That was my question to you to show
They're
me that it came from a reputable source. That was my
Well,
question to you.
primarily you have the Bible, and so the Bible does not give two opposing accounts of his death. He was hung and then he fell and died.
All right,
Simple as that.
bro. All right, cool. I mean, if that's your answer, then fine, innit?
Yeah,
it's cool. I can accept it, but-
it's simply
but my
it's
question is
simply
still
just
not
accounting
answered,
for two different time periods of his death. Simple as that.
Yeah, my question's not answered though, so it's fine.
It was answered.
It's not because
The answer is
again,
it was complementary.
Let me reiterate
Now
my
you
question.
would have to prove that it isn't complementary.
No. My question to you for saying that was prove to me before you even asked that question. I actually asked
It's
you.
in the Bible.
Prove
Done.
to me that this claim you're making, that it's not two different statements, is from someone from a scholar that's
And
actually.
I
looked
told
into
you to look at the fathers.
it. Bro, but I could be. That's what I'm saying. Okay, we'll continue from there.
Okay.
If I look up the fathers, how do I know I'm picking the right one?
They're
You said
all
they're
legit.
That's cat, bro.
Yes.
We're all fallible.
Can
We're
you
not-
tell me
We're not perfect.
Can you tell me a non-legit father?
Who?
Can you tell me a non-legit father?
Non-legit father.
Yeah, they're all legit, man. Don't worry, we'll
Bro,
go for it.
if you believe that Jesus is God, you're not legit. Because the Bible don't say he was God.
It does say that
Where?
in many places.
Where, bro?
Look at 1 John 5:20.
John 5:20.
1 John 5:20.
First John 5:20.
Yeah.
First John 5:20.
So
You know, my premise here, let me explain
because,
to you.
again, so the funny thing is now you're asking. So a second ago, you wouldn't take the Bible. You wanted a scholar's opinion, and then now you're saying that the scholar's opinion doesn't matter because the Bible doesn't say something. You're kind of
didn't say that.
a bit wishy-washy on that.
I didn't say that.
What? So you said.
I didn't say that.
So you said
what you
that
just said I didn't say.
you said if you believe that Jesus is God, you're not legit because the Bible doesn't say that.
Say that again, bro. Say- oh.
You just said if you believe that Jesus is God, you're not legit
No, I
because the
said there are
Bible
Christian
doesn't
fathers.
say that.
The Christian fathers.
Yes.
If they believe that Jesus is the Son
Exactly.
of God,
And
they're not
so
legit.
my summary is still correct. My summary still says initially you were looking for outside biblical scholarship.
We left that
on-
conversation though.
But then now you've changed it over to now you wouldn't accept the fathers
I haven't
if
accepted.
it's not
I
in
haven't
the
accepted.
Bible.
I didn't change nothing.
Go for it.
So
1 John 5:20. What you found?
I'll come back to that in a
All
minute.
right.
I want you to explain whether this is a contradiction or not, yeah?
All right.
So Genesis 32:30. I
Yeah.
have seen God face to face and my life is preserved.
Yeah.
John 1:18.
No man has seen God. Yeah.
Yes,
live.
at any time.
Yep.
Explain that to me.
Yeah. So
That
no
to me sounds like a contradiction. No?
one
One says no man can see God, and one says I've
so,
seen God.
two things written in two different languages. So the person talking about seeing God face to face would be Hagar or Hajar or whatever in your tradition. So effectively, you know who Hajar is, the mother of Ishmael?
Okay, you know. I'm questioning you on purpose. because
Are you sure about that?
Yes. Everyone knows who Hajar is.
Okay, all right. So
Everyone knows.
the notation there is that she was visited by an angel of the Lord, who we hold to be God, or pre-incarnate Jesus. But the angel came in a form she could recognize, but she was still able to determine it was God. What is being spoken about in John is that nobody has ever seen the true essence of God. However, just like the angel with Hagar, Jesus has made him known, which is why Jesus is called the image of the invisible God. In both instances, no one is looking at the essence of God. It's an image of God, it says.
No, it doesn't say that.
Huh?
On one verse,
Yes,
it
so-
says,
so
I
God-
saw God's face.
Okay, and
I
then
saw God face to face.
go ahead
That's me
and
and you, right?
go ahead and just describe what I said before, because that's the answer.
No,
Huh?
you're not.
So God does not have a physical form. So in one sense, no one can see God. He is invisible.
I know,
that's,
but
that's why the Bible calls him
the verse
invisible
itself
God.
doesn't mention
Hold on.
separate the essence from the actual
Hold
physical
on.
being.
If something is invisible, you cannot see it, which is why God is called the invisible God. However, we hold that there is
Which God?
the true God, of course.
Which one of the three?
They are all gods.
Father.
So Jesus.
No,
has
but which one can you
There-
not see?
So you can't see any of them essentially.
You can see.
You can't see any of them essentially because they are all invisible. They're not physical. However,
You saw
you can see Jesus because he is the icon, the image of the Father. He takes on the form of something
Okay,
tangible.
so that
Simple as
leads to my next question.
No. I've answered your first one yet. So, no man can see God essentially in his existence because he is non-physical. However, you can see a created image like an angel or like the Son of Man. There you go.
So is Jesus.
So you can see God in the image.
Jesus is the image.
So Jesus is the image of the invisible God because he fully represents God and he is God, of course.
you say he represents
You can't be an image of God if you're not God. He fully represents God both in divinity as well as in his humanity.
Okay, what's the first?
You represent something.
Do you know the?
Not necessarily. For example, you can be like a prince representing your father, but you're still royalty. For example, so he can be God incarnate, representing the Father, but he's still God by essence.
But you represent. If he is representing the king, he is by definition not the king.
So
Yeah.
and that's fine. So we hold that the king can be an analogy for the Father, and the prince an analogy for the Son. We hold that the Father and the Son and the Prince and the King are not the same person. However, they maintain an essential quality. The Father and the Son are essentially God, and the King and the Prince are essentially royalty.
Bro, even twins are not identical.
No, wait.
That has nothing to do with it.
Wait, let me just-
Actually, twins are identical.
No, they have different fingerprints.
There are identical twins who are genetically identical, and they're both still human beings.
Bro, you can't-
So,
No. So here's my question that
Good.
led up to what you said. Yeah.
Yep.
You said you can't.
there are no contradictions.
No.
What
Forget
about
that.
Isaiah?
No, I just explained.
not
I just
sincere,
gave you two
That's
contradictions.
not
You've
sincere.
explained
It's
it, right? I just gave you two
That's not sincere.
contradictions. You explained it,
It's true. All
right?
of them
You
in
said
the Bible.
Jesus is the
Well, they're
image
in the Quran,
of.
yeah.
You said Jesus is the image of God.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
What are the 10? You know the 10 Commandments, I'm assuming.
Sure.
What are the first two?
To worship only God and make no images of Him.
Okay.
Anything on the
No,
earth.
wait, bro.
So, let me go into the second one. Thou shalt not make unto thyself.
No, give me the two. No, I said give me the two, and then you can go into detail if you want.
I'm giving you two.
So what's the first one?
I'm giving you two.
What's the first one?
Don't worry about that one. I give it to you.
No, I want
let me go
the
to the
first
second
two.
one.
I asked- that's
So
the
no,
question.
number two.
Why
It
didn't you
says,
say the first one?
You
"Thou
can't just
shalt
answer the
not
question
make
how you
unto
want. I asked the
thyself
question. I want
any
you to answer it
graven
in that manner.
image of anything that is on the earth, in the waters, beneath the earth, or in the sky. Thou shalt not bow down to them and worship them." Okay, so don't make unto yourself any image of a created thing and worship it. Jesus is not just a created thing. Yes, absolutely, his flesh is created, but he himself is essentially God.
you
So
sound like you're making
you can
How
have
can
images
God
of
bow
God.
to
of
God?
Sorry?
How can God bow to God?
In the form of servants, that's how.
In the form of what?
In the form of servants. Fleshly servants, simple as that.
But the Father doesn't bow to the Father. It's only the Son that bows to the
And the
Father.
Son is the only one that comes incarnate, simple as that. It's not hard. When you come incarnate in the form of a human being,
But
you
God,
can, you
the
can
Father
do things.
came.
Hold
The
on,
Father was incarnated into the Son.
The Son was incarnated into a human being, and as a human being, you can do things that are proper to a human being, including worshiping God. Simple as that.
Okay, so
Not hard.
explain to me how the Father
Repeat
reincarnated
what I said,
himself.
please.
I heard it.
Repeat it.
No, you're not making- I can't repeat if you're not making sense
All
to
you
me.
do is
I can't
I
repeat.
answer a question.
I can't repeat if
and
you're not making
all you
sense
do
to
is
me.
okay, but explain X.
Yes,
Do you
because you're not making
understand
sense.
anything I've said so far?
Okay, I'll let you finish.
Summarize what
Go
I've
ahead,
said so far, if you don't mind.
No, finish.
Because you're using words that I didn't even
Finish.
use.
No, you made me hold on, even
you're
though my
telling
question
me
wasn't
that-
finished.
well,
and so you answered whatever question you wanted to answer.
You've asked several questions. Now I have a question for you.
No, but he said
You ain't even answered the question.
Really?
You can sit there and pretend you're answering the question,
So-
but my question was very
So,
direct.
so you asked me a question.
What was my question?
I
This
answered.
What was
is
my
this is pointless,
question?
bro.
You
Like, honestly,
said, would God bow to
this small
God?
shit is
No,
pointless.
what was my original two questions?
Well,
I asked you two original questions.
you asked me for the two of the Ten Commandments, and I gave them to you.
What's the first two?
I gave them to you.
No,
and then you
he didn't
ignored
give me the
me.
first one, and then he went
I
into
did give you
explaining the
first
second one.
And
Can I
the second
ask
one.
you-
What's the first
And
one?
then now, 1 second. The last thing, because of the second one, therefore, worshipping the Son is not idolatry. Okay, well, what do you got?
Okay.
Don't worry. Go on Revelation 22:13 and hear it again. Go on.
no, just re-answer his
I hate repeating myself. So if you guys are listening, that's your own fault.
You can't be
Carry on.
talking about you're doing God's work and hate repeating yourself.
Yes.
You need to make sense
Don't worry.
to begin with.
God has given us a camera, a wonderful cameraman, a
And that
YouTube
shit- that
channel.
shit won't make it to
so
the edits.
therefore,
That
go
won't make
to
it to the edits.
Revelations
You edit
22:13
your videos,
and
you
watch
won't
it
make it
there.
to the edits.
Don't worry.
You edit your videos. We know we won't make
Can
it
we-
to the edits.
Go watch it and find out.
Can we go back
Praise
to
God
what
for the cameras.
Can I go back to what we was talking
Go
about?
for it.
All right,
I'll
so
come to you in a second.
The books, innit? Like, I'm still having trouble trying to find that you're saying that there's no inconsistencies.
Yes, there aren't.
But I don't find that to be sincere, bro.
You
Because
don't.
there is,
You
like,
don't know
you just
anything.
said he doesn't
know his
You
Bible.
don't
I wanna
know.
give him a chance.
You don't know anything about the Bible. So how can you even say it's
How can you
inconsistent?
make that
No, no,
assumption?
You don't know
it's not-
jack. You
it's
can't
not-
quote
that's
me a
cool.
single verse of anything.
That's fine. I don't
You
know
don't know
nothing
anything.
about the Bible.
Yeah.
But I've come across verses that clearly contradict themselves.
You haven't read
Why
well.
does he
my
have to quote
premise.
the Bible?
You haven't
if he's
read well.
Muslim?
I don't need to read well, bro.
You haven't
I've
read
come
well.
across verses
Because
from my
for
friends, my
example,
family.
I
I've
can
looked up
I
some
can
as
do
well.
the same thing with the Quran if I wanted to.
No, you can't.
However,
Come up with a verse that's inconsistent.
Surah 9:31. It says that they take their lords and
What
their
surah is that?
rabbis as gods, as lords. Sorry.
Say again, bro. Can you start again, sorry?
They take their lords and rabbis as
Yeah.
gods,
Yeah.
apart from Isa and Allah. So in that verse, it is telling me that apparently what you should do instead of taking your lords and rabbis and monks as God is to instead take Isa and
surah
Allah
is that?
as God.
What
So
chapter?
therefore, that reaffirms the idea of a Trinity within the Quran.
The surah, name of the
So
surah is.
that's Surah 9, I
What
31.
what is the surah called?
I don't know, Surah 9.
Can you answer my question?
What you got for me?
I said, does Jesus deceive?
Does Jesus deceive?
No, deceive. Like, does he lie to people?
Deceive.
deceive.
No.
Okay, so on the cross, could Jesus have saved himself?
Huh?
If he wanted
Sure.
to, could he have saved himself?
Yeah.
So why did he beg the Father to save him?
So he didn't beg the Father to save him. What he does there
He
is that
did beg in the Bible. No, don't shush me. Be professional.
No, wait. Bro,
he
I got the
quotes
verse. I got
Psalm
the verse.
22. And in Psalm 22, yes, a son. Huh?
No, wallahi, pissing me
No,
off.
Jesus. He
Everyone can-
quotes
That's
Psalm
unprofessional,
22.
bro. You can't shush, man.
Yes.
The Bible
Huh?
after,
Yes.
before it
So
was written.
Alright, so
Huh?
I'm shushing.
Before the Bible was
after. So he's quoting something
So
called
the
Psalm
Bible was written before
Okay.
Jesus
Oh,
died.
I got the
he's
verse, by the
quoting
way.
the Old Testament. It's called Psalm 22. And
Nah, he's
in
asking a
Psalm
good question.
22, it talks about somebody, or David is writing, and he talks about being in despair, but then he is saved by God. So even in the last moments of Jesus' life on the cross, he is still giving his followers an indication of who he is by quoting Psalm 22.
But that doesn't answer
So-
the question.
It does.
It doesn't, but he's
it
gonna
doesn't,
move
it
on like
doesn't,
he
it
answered the
doesn't.
question,
So
and that's
he's
it.
quoting a psalm.
What I did.
He's
You know
just
what's happening
randomly
there?
crying out.
So he was dying on the cross and he started quoting the Old Testament.
Yes,
That's your
still
explanation.
telling you who he
It's
is.
fine,
Exactly.
bro. The more
what
he's,
you got?
the more he's saying it's just showing, innit? So
Yeah, it's
Alright, cool.
showing that
the verse, the verse you
spirit.
quoted, right, from the
What you got- what you got?
931, right?
Yeah, 931,
Do you
yeah.
mind just repeating what it said?
They
what
take
it's
their
talking
lords
about?
and rabbis as gods, as far from Allah and
Yeah.
the Messiah. There you go.
Apart from Allah and also the Messiah.
And so, yeah, so therefore,
what did you derive from it?
By my reading, it is telling you that you shouldn't take your monks and rabbis as God, but take Allah and the Messiah as God.
No, it's
Yeah.
saying it's talking about the Christians who are taking.
Yeah, but you
Jesus
see,
as their
you're
Lord.
not giving me a scholar, and like all
Bro,
I can
it's
see
plain
is
text.
that-
I don't need a scholar for that.
Well, you're not giving me a scholar, and
Bro.
from what I read, it just says that you should take them as the Messiah.
They take their rabbis and their monks for their lords, apart from Allah. Talking about the Christians, yeah.
No, apart from Allah and Jesus.
And,
Yeah,
and
he's
also,
literally talking about
So here's what you should
and
do
also the
instead.
Messiah. Wait,
Here's what you should do.
no. We're sticking to the verse. We're sticking to the verse.
Good.
Wait,
So
You stick to the verse, bro, because you
You
misquoted
quoted a verse and you
misquoted it.
misquoted it.
I didn't
So
misquote
take
it.
accountability
No.
and let him explain
Look at the
it.
Arabic and I'll show you.
No.
Look
Wait,
at the
you
Arabic.
Read Arabic.
I don't need to.
Let me
Luckily, in the year
Let
of
me
our Lord
finish my point, bro.
2024, God has given us the internet and translators.
David,
Subhanallah.
let me finish my point, though.
No, because your
And then-
point's wrong.
No,
You're
it's
not
not.
reading the
What do you mean my
Arabic.
point is
your
wrong?
point's wrong. Go.
Hold on, you quoted
go-
English.
Yeah, no. I'll show you the Arabic.
You quoted. No,
I
wait,
quoted
wait,
the
wait.
Arabic. Go
Let
look
me
at the
finish my
Arabic.
point.
Go look at the Arabic.
Let me finish my point.
Go look at the Arabic.
So, anyways, yeah.
You quoted
Go
the
look at the
translation.
Arabic.
not
You
the
said.
actual-
Go look at the Arabic.
said that
it's
for
right
you-
there for you. Click on that. Look at the Arabic
Yo,
right there.
for the sake of the camera,
Nope, right here. Click on that. And as you can see, yeah, that's why you're here. So as you can see, it says here. It says here. They have taken
Man's clicking the actual Arabic.
word for
who's they?
word.
Who's they? Wait, who's they?
What?
Who is it referring to?
Word for word.
Who is it referring to
Bro,
when it says
you-
they?
I suppose
wait,
it
bro.
would be
He doesn't have
here, the
Arabic
Christians and the Jews.
No, he's referring
So,
the Bible.
look right here. So, they have taken.
No, bro.
Click on
you
it.
don't have Arabic linguistics.
Do not fear.
No. Bro,
Our Lord
do you mean?
Jesus Christ
Hey,
has
listen,
given
it's
us
cool.
the
Listen,
internet
listen,
It's
no,
cool.
no.
I
and has
guess-
given us
no. Bro, this is not
Quran.com
sincere.
so that we can look at
This
the
is not
Arabic.
sincere. This
Yo,
is not
the
sincere.
What's not sincere is that you're running away from the Arabic.
This is not sincere.
Bring out the Arabic.
No, let me explain my
Bring
point.
it out, man.
You misquoted a verse
the
in the
Arab-
Quran.
Bring out the
So,
Arabic.
The Arabic,
You
yeah.
bring-
The
bring
Arabic.
it up.
If you've done it in any other language, click.
I'm sorry,
click-
my friend,
wait,
but
man, wait,
you
don't
don't
cut me
speak
off. Wait.
Arabic.
Neither
Yeah,
do you.
he
bring,
does.
Neither do you.
bring
He
it
actually
out,
does.
and then we can read
He
it.
speaks Arabic.
I speak better Arabic than you.
Surah 931.
He speaks Arabic.
Bro, so
Okay, then
basically,
bring it out
So
and
why
read
are you
it.
telling him he
Can I
doesn't
explain?
speak Arabic? Why are
Because
you
he
assuming he
read the
doesn't?
English and not the Arabic.
Guys,
So therefore, if
if
he
he
could
read
speak
the Arabic
Arabic,
in its
he would
actual-
read the Arabic.
Bro, let me explain, bro.
Verse 9, verse
31.
Let me explain, bro. yeah.
931.
verse 9, chapter 9, verse 31.
So
And you don't
basically,
even have
bro,
to Google that, by the way. We have the Quran app, bro.
No, the thing is,
Then use it.
I asked you a very.
You used it,
Wait,
and you're still stuck on
bro,
it.
I asked him.
And they can see that you misquoted the verse.
Well, they
But you wanna
can't
run with
because
it,
you
but it's
wouldn't
fine.
show them the Arabic, so you're
Bro.
lying to them.
You can't even read the Arabic.
I
No,
can.
he can read the Arabic.
Thanks to
and he's telling you-
Quran.com, I can.
Can I explain to you what he's doing? Let me explain to you what he's doing. Actually, he's gone to the Arabic. Yeah. Any other language. Yeah. You click it, it will have.
Do you want him to explain to you what he said about that verse?
Wait, bro. Wait. Any other language you click, yeah, the word, it will have maybe 2 or
As
3
you can
words.
see,
Greek, Spanish,
Islam
whatever.
can survive.
That's what he's doing. He's clicking each
When
word
under scrutiny.
and using that. There's
But then
obviously
they want
gonna,
you to be an
if you
expert
don't
in the
have
Bible.
if you don't have Arabic linguistics, you will make a mistake. You will be misunderstood. You will
But then they
understand
never
that.
refer back to the Greek for
He
anything.
takes it,
Or
he
the
takes
Hebrew.
that as
What he
They refer to the English
God is
only.
basically saying that
The Quran, you can't do it like that, bro.
we should take Jesus
Man,
and
You,
Allah.
most of you guys use English
David,
Quran.
honestly,
But he's running with it.
Can I chat to you?
He's misquoted the verse and he's running
Can
with
I
it.
chat to you?
I'm still hearing, but all I'm showing you is that if I want to,
No.
I can easily
Alright, forget these
derive
guys,
whatever
yeah.
I want from the Quran.
Forget these guys. I asked you,
Bible not valid.
It's as vile as the English
bro.
Quran.
there.
I asked you.
Arabic only the Arabic.
The English is a translation. We still have the original manuscript. You know that, right?
No, you don't.
Bro,
Show me the original manuscript of Surah 1 Ayah 1. Show it to me. You don't have it. Go, well
It's
done.
it. Everything is on the camera.
Show me the
Just
original
don't edit this.
manuscript of
Just
Surah
don't edit
1
it.
Ayah 1.
Just don't edit
You don't
it.
have it. Well done.
honestly,
have
from
it,
when I asked you
Where
at
is
the
it? Where is
beginning-
it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is the original manuscript for Surah 1 Ayah 1? Where is
You
it?
misquoted the Quran and you're
Where's
cool
the
with it. Bro, let's go, man.
manuscript?
I want to leave you with
That's why I said.
David?
Just tell that, please. Go
It
ahead.
was nice talking to you, bro.
Hey, man.
But honestly, from what you said now, I'll be honest, because one thing that we're both humans, right? And the least we can do is be honest with each other. I'll be
Always.
honest with you. With what you just did there,
Yep.
it wasn't sincere, bro.
So,
He misquoted it.
on
Yeah,
the
it
He
wasn't
doesn't speak
sincere.
Arabic
well,
yet he expects
you know what's
to read the
also
Arabic
sincere?
version.
What's
I
not
don't care, but
sincere
also
is your
Greek-
fear
No, I'm
in
not
looking
fear,
at the
bro.
word-for-word translation of the Quran. If you were
We don't
sincere,
need
you
to
would
look
look
at
at
the
it.
translation.
In
We
the
actually
word-for-word
know
Arabic,
translation,
bro.
it
I
says
know
what I
Arabic.
say.
I know
We don't
Arabic.
need to look at the
Then
English word
go for
translation.
word for word,
but what you're
because
doing,
the Arabic does
your
not say
action-
what you read.
No, your
you
action,
read
what
the
you did-
English.
what you did
What
is not
you
sincere.
read was a transliteration. It
Bro,
wasn't a translation.
He tapped the Arabic letter, the
Word
word
for
to
word
the-
to show you
and then
that it says what I
him
said it
with
says.
the English gave the translation on the top, and he's reading it like that.
Exactly.
With no
Word for word.
understanding of what his mind is thinking, bro. Like, you
Word
can't
for-
do that.
I can.
You go to scholars,
It's,
bro.
it's called a
word
word for word
The
translation.
translation itself is there. Why aren't you reading that one?
Then in
Why don't you read this one?
in that
Why don't you read
It's
that?
right there.
I
Just show it to
prefer
him.
to
Okay,
read
read the Arabic
the Arabic.
version.
You don't
Read the
know Arabic.
version.
So bring
Since
up.
you're knowledgeable and you
Alright.
can read the Arabic version.
So since you guys are
It's
scared of the
there.
Arabic,
It's right there in front of you.
let me get it for you.
No, you don't need to get it. It's right
Don't
here.
worry, guys. I
Nah,
got you.
bro.
I got
Hey,
you.
anyways, we're gonna go.
No.
It's right there.
You can't run from the Quran.
It's
man.
right there.
Bro,
We just gave you the Quran.
You were not running. I told
Alright.
him he went sincere.
No, we just gave him the Quran.
You're not running, bro.
We just gave you the actual Quran, not Google.
he's
We
not
gave you the actual Quran. We're not
You
Googling it.
didn't give me the actual Quran.
That is the actual Quran.
It's not the actual Quran.
Let's go, man. Good
Hold
luck,
on
bro.
a second.
Good
No,
luck.
don't worry.
Honestly, bro, like between me and you,
What's
what
up?
we have a conversation,
Yeah.
the sincerity thing,
Yeah.
like honestly, bro,
Honestly, bro,
you weren't sincere. with what
you
did,
aren't
and I just want to
sincere
leave you with that.
because you don't read the Greek,
Let
you
him
don't
do it.
read
Let
the
him-
Hebrew,
let this
you
man
don't
do it.
assign any church fathers, you read no scholarship, you don't even read the Bible itself. Anyway, it says they have taken their rabbis
Chat to him.
and their monks as lords besides Allah and the Messiah. There you go.